Hey, it's Lauren on the I Am Purple carpet with Steve Pauls. Steve, Kill Devil Hills, your hometown. Tell me about that place. What's going on there?
Well, the origins of the town, it's a North Carolina coastal town. We're right up the street from Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, and the origins are in the town. It used to be an old pirating town, and the pirates used to take lanterns and used to walk up and down the dunes. And then when ships out at sea would see the lights, they would think that they could come closer in. They'd run up and ground on the shoals. Next morning, the pirates would go out, pillage, burn, take the ships, all that good stuff.
Wow, what a story.
That is the story.
Well, when most people think of North Carolina, they don't think surfing. Are the waves big out there?
More and more so, they're starting to think surfing. I mean, when they think East Coast surfing, you really think of the Lighthouse. Our whole stretch is kind of the mecca for East Coast surfing, and we've got just an incredible crew that surfs out of there. Names that have hit national and international success: Noah Schneider, Jesse Hines, Pat McManus. There's a whole crew of guys that just absolutely rip coming from the Outer Banks.
Any competitions held out there?
Well, the local ESC crew, and then WRV has done the Outer Banks Pro every year in the fall.
Speaking of competitions, I'm sure you've entered in many.
Well, I'm just your local amateur surfer, a guy who gets out on your Saturday and Sunday afternoon, warrior, that kind of thing. So I compete in the Eastern Surfing Association in the senior men's division, and it's a good time.
That's good. So what or who has inspired you?
I'm inspired by a great church I go to, the crew there, just absolutely phenomenal. I'm inspired on a weekly basis by their commitment to God and the greatness that flows through him and in our community there. I'm a big fan of my business partner and the folks that I work with. They're just absolutely unbelievable at the Pit Surf Shop. Some of the best folks you'd ever want to be around in the world. I'd say that tops the list.
So you've been in the surfing industry for a while. What's your take on how it's changed over the years?
Well, in terms of, why don't we talk surfboards, because that's what I know
sure.
and love. And that's really the spot which, when people think of the Pit, they think about surfboards, they think about a good knowledgeable staff, and as far as hard goods go. And really what we're seeing is just a renaissance in design, in board construction. It used to be that there was really only one thing you used to ride if you were cool, and that was a shortboard. And now
it's all about the longboards?
It's all about everything. You can be a kid, you can be 90, you can be anything and everything in between, and there's paddle boards, there's longboards, fish, retro singles, high performance shortboards. If you want to ride it, it's out there, and it's cool to do any of them.
Are you a master at all these?
I wish I could say that was the case. I'm a doer of all these, but far from a master.
Which one's your favorite?
I like the shortboard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So being a man of faith, tell me about this connection that you have between, God and the water.
I think it's probably multifaceted, because the one thing that I think that all surfers would tell you that believe in God is that when you're out in the water, you feel the presence of God. It is all around you. He is with you. And the force from that enters into you, it flows back out of you, and it influences both your surfing, how you feel, how you interact with the water and nature, and then how you interact with other people. You can feel the presence of God at all times in the water, and with that you're inspired to both be the best you can be yourself in the water, as well as how you treat other people and how you interact with other folks. It's great. It's fantastic.
So it's a pretty powerful thing being out in the water, huh?
It is the most powerful thing.
Well, thank you for joining us on the carpet.
Anytime.